Yo, what's up YouTube? So what we're going to talk about is how you can trade without emotion. That's one of the most questions that I get in my Instagram and also in the comments. A lot of you ask how we can basically stop trading with the emotion in the trading. Just going to talk about 5 minutes. I'm going to give you the all cheat code that you need so you've been able to stop trading with the emotion. The first thing I want you to understand is you cannot control the emotion. You cannot stop the emotion. But here's the law in the physics. I think Albert Einstein, he told himself, I guess, I'm not good at the math, physics. I dropped at high school. So you cannot stop or create energy, but you can transform it, right? That's the first thing I want you to understand. It's this emotion is energy, right? You cannot stop emotion, you cannot control emotion, but you can change the energy. So let's say you just enter a trade, right? You enter a trade like 25 lot size, you're risking, let's say, $1,500, $2,000 in a trade. So 100%, we are all human. I cannot say I'm not feeling that. I also feel nervous. This is a human psychology. It's completely natural, I can say. The first thing you should understand is you cannot control it. You cannot do something to disappear that nervous or disappear that feeling. You're gonna say, oh shit, what the fuck I'm gonna do, right? But you can change that and you can transform that energy to other thing. So that reason you should work on to know yourself better, and you should work on how to transform this energy, right? To trick your mind, because you enable to you to transform the energy, you should first of all understand yourself. I'm going to give you some method and the risk management side, which is going to automatically help your brain to transform that energy. But you should understand it's going to be a long term. You need a lot of practice and experience. But if you be consistent on doing this in every trade, it's going to help you a lot. So again, let's go with the example that you enter a trade and you cannot do anything, right? You feel nervous. You're going to think, okay, what if this trade makes a stop loss? What the fuck is going to be happen? So first of all, we want to get rid of this feeling, right? The first thing you're going to do is imagine before you enter a trade. The first thing you're going to do, imagine it's going to be this. Imagine the stop loss scenario. Imagine you're going to lose $2,000 in that trade. You know, once you start to let's say, because a lot of you guys, once you enter a trade, your mind automatically started creating different scenarios. What after trading stop loss? What are you going to do after stop loss? Not what you're going to do after stop loss. Basically, what's happened if you take a stop loss? Or what's happened if you take a take profit? And your brain automatically wants to push you to the good side, okay? Because that's your brain, it's not your enemy. And you're just going to start to think, and basically your brain automatically just going to think about a good scenario. And once you're going to take a stop loss, that reason one stop loss is going to fuck you off, because all of the time you enter the trade, your brain will automatically think about the take profit scenario, right? So the first thing you're going to do before you enter a trade, ask yourself, if I take this trade if this trade going to get a stop loss, am I going to be okay? I mean, is everything going to be fine? Am I going to hurt my risk management? Am I going to hurt my capital? So no. If no, that means your risk management is perfect. You have the psychology into the trade. Now, once you enter, imagine this trade is going to be stop loss. Because once you imagine this is going to be stop loss, you're going to say, okay, I'm just risking 1%, right? I'm just risking 1%. And I'm risking 1%, right? So if I take a stop loss, nothing going to be happen to my capital, let's say, or the fund account that I have, right? So this is the first thing. Now, again, here, your brain basically automatically start to focus on the stop loss scenario. So even if you take a stop loss, you're not going to get shocked or you're not going to get surprised by that, right? So the next thing I want you to do, after you enter a trade, we have a feeling called nervous. I mean, you're going to be nervous once you're in a trade, right? You just want to check the chart. You're just going to open your phone, go to the trading view, check your chart to see how the trade's going to go. But the thing I want you to understand that, again, we cannot stop this because, but you can use some tricks. But you can use some tricks and able to you can don't be nervous or don't check the chart a lot. The first thing is set and forget. You enter the trade, set two different alarms. One on your take profit, one in your break-even area, and just go and forget. Now, how are you going to forget? You should understand yourself. That reason I told you, in order to understand, in order you can transform the energy, you should understand that how you should know yourself in the first place. Then you should understand how you can transform it. So you gotta know yourself. How are you gonna basically do something that you can forget about, right? So for example, for me is like, I don't know, go out with the car, go out with the Porsche, go out with the Mercedes, and hang out with a friend, doing a speed in the highway, going to a gas station, taking some videos, watching some YouTube videos, go to the gym. This is going to help me a lot to basically stop and forget about the trade that I'm in. Especially driving, for me, it's helping me a lot to basically a little bit stay away from that atmosphere, right? But again, you should understand yourself, okay? Once you're in the trade, you're going to do this. Now, again, here's one of the most issues a lot of you guys made is you enter a scalp trade, and you cannot apply this in a scalp trade because that's a scalp trade, right? It's going to be a short term. You should manage the trade. You should manage the position. There's going to be a lot of stuff you should pay attention on, right? So that's the main thing you should understand, right? Once you understand yourself, it's going to help you to transform the energy, right? Now, we're going to have another feeling after you take us, again, let's get back to the scalping first. Scalping. In order to basically, I don't recommend scalping. Is good for those that they are so professional trader that they can basically transform this energy in any time, in anywhere. So a lot of you guys watching this, you're trading for 2 years, 3 years, and you're not profitable yet, and you still just keep going with the scalping. Trust me, I was a scalper for 2 years. I was a great scalper. Everyone in the US audience, they know Ebel as a great scalper, and I got a lot of students back then from US, from UK, from Australia, all right? Australia, my bad. Australia, anything, right? So, but I changed my trading style. Why? From scalping to the day trading. And the reason of that was, bro, I was smoking 1 packet of cigarettes in a day. That was insane. I was in a trade, I was scalping, like catching 6 positions in a day, and I was smoking 1 packet of the cigarettes. I mean, that was a lot of huge pressure and stress on me. At the end of the month, let's say I was making about 2%, 3%. But once I switched to day trading, I made that 2, 3% in 3 trades. That's mean on half of the month, But I was trading less. I was enjoying my life, because you should understand the goal of trading is freedom and enjoying your life. If you want to just go full time in trading, that doesn't gonna make sense. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be still like 9 to 5. You guys working on a McDonald's and you want to start a trading to escape the, let's say, 9 to 5, or you want to basically escape the. You want to basically go all in freedom, and that freedom gonna take time. So you should understand that if you want to be freedom, you should treat the freedom as a freedom. Look at the code here. If you want the freedom, you should treat the freedom, the thing you're gonna get you with the freedom, as a freedom. It's hard to understand. So that's mean you should trade for freedom, because once you trade for freedom, money gonna come to place. Now, the last part of this video, once you take a stop loss, how you can control that revenge trade or anxiety you're gonna get, right? The first one, here you're gonna use the risk management rule. I have a golden risk management rule that's helped me to basically reduce the stop loss or the losing streak that I had. I'm putting a limit for myself, a daily limit, weekly limit, monthly limit, and also I'm putting a target for myself, daily target, weekly target, and monthly target. So what's that mean? That's mean if I take 1 stop loss in a day, I'm done for the day. I don't care. If I see a great opportunity after it, I'm not gonna catch it. I'm done for the day. That's it. Now, same for the weekly, right? If I take, like, let's say, if I'm in a loss minus 3% drawdown, I'm done for the week, bruv. I'm done for the week. It doesn't matter. It's Monday, it's Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't care. I'm done for the week. And also same for the monthly. I have a limit of minus 5% drawdown. If I hit minus 5% drawdown in a month, I'm stopping trading on this. It doesn't matter. It's the first of the month, middle of the month, the end of the month. I'm stopping trading on that month. Same. So I had the same issues this December. Today is December 20 of 2025. And in December, I made some psychology issues and I hit my drawdown, not the, let's say, monthly drawdown, the weekly drawdown. So I stopped trading for the rest of the month because there was nothing going to be on the market. So, and also you're going to put the limit. I know we are human. We want more. If I give you $10,000 right now, You want more. You're gonna be happy for one day, then after it you want more. You want $100,000. If I give you $100,000 right now, you want more. You want $1 million. If I give you $1 million right now, after a month, they're gonna ask for $2 million. You know, I'm gonna give you an example. 2024, I bought my first dream car, CLS. 2025, I bought my dream car, Porsche. Now I want more. I'm not stopping. I want Lamborghini, right? I don't stop. I'm just gonna go push more and push more. See, this is a human brain. We want more. There is no limit on the thing that we want, right? But in the trading is different. In the trading, you cannot ask for more because you are trading in a market that is not 100%, and you're in a trading in a market that it's like a war. It's like a war scene, you know? Institution are not fighting with the retail traders. They are using them. But retail traders, most of the retail traders fighting with the institution. They are fighting with the central bank. They are fighting with the JP Morgan. You know? So that reason you should put a limit for yourself and you should put a target for yourself. If I take a one tick profit in a day, I don't know what the strategy you're using. If you want to learn my strategy 100%, you can just reach me out from the description here. I put a link for you. You can reach me out over there. And you can learn my mechanical strategy, or you can go watch my other YouTube videos which I'll explain my strategy. But anyway, you should put a limit for yourself. If I take a one take profit in a day, I'm done for the day. If I take two take profit in a week, I'm done for the week. Now, by putting this, you are protecting your emotion from over trading, you know, and you're gonna walk away happy. If you take, let's say, if you made 3-4% in a month, you're done. And you should understand that once your brain start to tell you that, okay, that's not enough, you should understand it's not enough about percentage, or it's not about of the capital. Here's the question. Most of you guys trading in on the 10K, 25, 5, 50K, $1,000, I don't know. So yeah, the 10%, let's say 5% in a $10,000 funded account is gonna be $500. But I'm trading with the $400,000. So that's gonna be, let's say the 1% for me is gonna be $4,000. Right? So it's about lack of percentage or lack of profit, or it's about lack of, let's say, the capital that you have. So here, it's not about the percentage you're gonna make, it's about the capital that you have. So in the long term, you should understand how to increase the capital. In one of my YouTube video, I'm talking about how you can basically scale a capital. Just go and watch the raw speech that I have. I'm talking directly to you. I'm giving you the cheat code, and that's it. So, I appreciate you made it into this video. If you want to learn from me, the description, you can just check the link in the description. And if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and like 100%, and follow my Instagram. If you have any questions, just message me on my Instagram. I will going to answer all of my DM. And that's it. Cheers.